Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and sometimes in life, the enemy you have to look out for is on your team, supposedly. Well, that's what just happened to Charles Schumer. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please visit that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. And hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. You know, I've been saying it on this channel for over a year. Heck, I've been saying it longer than that. The problem that Schumer is going to face is not from a Republican, not in the state of New York. The problem he's going to face is going to be from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's had her eyes on his seat in the Senate for years. I've been saying this, and people tell me, Carmine, you're crazy. She's never going to be. She can't be a she can't be a senator. Let me tell you something. Oh, she can. Oh, she can, especially in a liberal state like New York. And now that the liberals feel like Schumer betrayed them, oh boy, this is a big problem for Schumer. And you see Bernie Sanders on this tour with AOC. This isn't about Donald Trump. It's about Bernie Sanders passing the torch of communism off to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's the new bearer of the flame, if you will, of the quasi-communist movement in this country. Believe me, Democrat, socialist, my foot. You listen to what she says, you listen to what Bernie says, you read some Karl Marx, and you will find out that they match. They match, guys, almost identically. Okay, these people, in my opinion, my estimation, are absolute communists. Bernie and her have a lot in common. They've never really held jobs outside of government. She was a bartender for like a week. Look, these people are dangerous, and she is far more dangerous than Schumer. Schumer's no good. Don't misunderstand me. But he's not as dangerous as she is. She puts a pretty face on communism. She can reach the youth with her communist message in a way that Bernie Sanders can't even dream of. Sure, the message of free things and get the rich will pay for all your stuff, that resonates with young people. But when it's said by a young, prettier face, and whether you think she's pretty or not is irrelevant, I assure you she's prettier than Bernie Sanders. When it's said like that, it becomes even more dangerous. These kids don't understand the actual dangers of communism. Communism is great, and you can get your favorite communist. You got a young kid that believes in these people. You let them listen to what I'm saying right now. You call them in the room, tell them they got to listen to this. Communism always sounds great on paper. There's a reason it's never worked ever one time in human history, ever. And it's for one very simple reason. Communism is fantastic at keeping everyone equal. If your version of equality is keeping everyone equally poor. Because if you are into equal poverty, starvation for all, not being able to afford or get the finer things in life, communism is for you, especially if you don't mind that the leaders of the communism are filthy rich. See how communism works in practice, not in talking, not in how it all sounds good when they say it to you. How it works in practice is the people at top get all the money, and then everyone else is equally poor. That's how it works, and I don't care if Bernie Sanders is talking about it, don't care if Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is talking about it, don't care who's talking about it. Study communism throughout history. It's always the same thing. It always ends the same way. And there's a reason people are jumping on rafts, risking their lives on makeshift rafts coming across the ocean to get here to escape communism. You don't see anybody on a raft going the other way, not one person. There's a reason they're trying to escape, and they're risking their lives to do it. So yes, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is far more dangerous than Schumer, but it looks like it's going to be the end of Schumer at this next election because she's going to take him down. I want you to watch this report on it and let me know what you think in the comments.
It is going to be maybe the final undoing of the Democrat Party. In Politico, the survey by liberal firm Data Progress, which first shared with
So you got data from
Politico.
Progress sharing with Politico their results.
Yeah.
that
Found 55% of Democrats of likely voters said they supported and leaned towards supporting AOC, while 36% backed or leaned towards Senator Chuck Schumer. 9% were undecided. Anyway, so that is a gulf of whatever that is, almost 20 points.
Yeah.
That AOC would trounce Chuck Schumer in a New York primary.
So this is one of the dangers of staying too long, of not exiting, stage right while you're still on top. And Chuck Schumer, has been there a long time. And I've always said, do not underestimate. People write me, by the way, they think that I support AOC. I don't like AOC, but I can recognize raw talent.
Yep.
Raw political talent when I see it. AOC is a person who understands her base, who understands the leftist populist streak that runs through that party. She understands social media. She has a massive following. She speaks, she took a page off of Donald Trump, by the way, speaking directly to the people, not having to go through the media all the time, although the media is very friendly to her. And she should not be underestimated. If this matchup happened, I believe that poll is right.
Yeah.
I believe she would win. And that shows a major generational shift in battle that's happening right now in the Democrat Party.
I think the poll numbers are even lower than it actually is.
Maybe.
Data for Progress is a liberal firm. They say 55%. But you talk about recognizing raw political talent. You can also recognize a major political move when it happens. And when Chuck Schumer voted to keep the government open, I think that's when AOC saw the
Her
moment
opening.
to strike, and that's why you saw her on the out in the country doing her town hall stuff with Bernie Sanders, trying to really fire that.
And that's
progressive
Bernie
base.
handing over the torch to her for that wing of the party. No question.
And never forget that AOC launched her career by taking out the number 3, the third most powerful Democrat in the House. And nobody saw her coming. Nobody thought it would happen.